What is going on YouTube? So I have an exciting video for you guys today. I'm going to talk about why this key is not what you should be using. In this video I'm going to talk about why you guys should be using the Tesla app. I'm going to show you all the functionalities, all the in-depth benefits of it, and how great it works. It's one of the great reasons to own a Tesla. The tech is just amazing. So please like, subscribe, and stay tuned for all the info. So let's get into the card. So when you get a Tesla, you get two of these. Basically, this card lets you unlock the car by walking up to it and putting it here. It unlocks. Well, not locks, but it unlocks as well. And then what you do is to turn on the car, you just put this behind the cup holders. Now, why this is good, the Tesla app is much better. Now this is good for you to keep in your wallet in the event that your phone dies, because then if your phone dies and you're relying on that solely, then you're going to be in trouble. So what you should do is use the Tesla app instead. So the Tesla app, I'm going to pull it up for you guys here. Okay, so this is what the Tesla app looks like. So it has a T there for Tesla. This is the name of the car. This is how much miles of range you have left, the status of the car, and this is your profile. I'm not going to go too much into the profile. You click on that, it has all your information. You can update your credit card, you can update your charging method, how you pay for charging, but that's pretty much it for that. But what I'm going to get into is everything here. So first off, let's start with the car. Now this is obviously the car, right? Model Y Performance. There you see it there in white. Now Tesla a few updates ago came up where you can actually update this and change the color. So you can change this to whatever color you want, but I just have it in white. So let's start off with the features here, with the buttons. So this is your unlock and lock. Now it locks the car. It unlocks the car as well, right? So pretty basic. Now you're not really going to be using that because you're just going to keep this in your pocket. You're going to pull up to the car. It's going to open by itself. As you walk away, it's going to lock. This is like a fan. So this is to keep your, if you want to walk into the car, you keep that cool. But I want to show you that this is not what you should be using. There is a much more in-depth way to control the ambient or the temperature in the cabin. This is the charging. So this is where you set your charge limit. This is the battery. This is how it charges, so you can always adjust that. And then this is to open the frunk, and it says do you want to manually close it, because once you open it you have to manually close it. So I'm going to hit cancel for now, but that's if you want to open the frunk. But there are other controls that you can open it as well, which I'll show you soon. Here's your software update. So I obviously need to do an update, which I'll do. Now this is the controls. So in the controls it shows you your car. So this is another way to unlock and lock. Right, and then let's do it again. Lock it. Okay, perfect. So now this is how you open the frunk again. It says open right there. It's going to tell you the same message. You need to manually close it. Alright, we'll open it for now. There it is, open. Now this you can again lock and unlock. This you can open your charging port. So there it is, open. Now if we want to close it, we just click on it again, and that closes. And then to open the trunk, there's a trunk. And then to actually close it, you just close it from the app as well. Now you can do this in the car, outside the car. So let's look at the frunk, because we're gonna have to manually close it now, because again it's not automatic. So let me just show you, in case you guys haven't seen what the frunk looks like. There is your frunk. So another great storage space. And actually only other thing you have here is to put your washer fluid. Alright, so to close you have to put both hands. Obviously I'm holding the phone, so I'm going to try the best. It closed, perfect. Alright, so back to the app. So we went over the controls. Now something else you could do, you could flash the lights. I don't really see the purpose of that. You could honk. You could start the car, and you could vent the windows. So it's a hot day, how it is in South Florida, you just vent the windows. To close it, you just close it. You just hit close, and it closes. Alright, so that's it for the controls. So this is one of the coolest parts, is the climate. So with the climate, shows you your car. You could heat the wheel, you could heat the seats. So if you live somewhere up north where it's cold, and then you have heated seats in the back as well. Then you have your interior temperature, 86 degrees, your exterior. And what you can do here is actually, if I want to turn on, let's say, you know, I'm gonna head out in 5 minutes, I can just click on. I change the temperature to whatever I want, and then what's gonna happen is now you see the AC is on, right? So now when I get in the car, it's gonna be this temperature on the inside. So I'm just turn that off. And then because if I wanted to vent, again the same way, vents the windows. Alright. So now there's more. So now you can defrost the car. So what that does, if you click on that, enabling max defrost will heat up your interior. So this is going to heat up the interior of the car. So if you live somewhere cold, again, that's what you do. Bioweapon defense mode. So that is something very interesting by Tesla. This is to do with, you know, germs and whatnot. So I actually pulled up an article to kind of show you guys, give you a cliff notes. So when this is selected, the outside air filter is filtered through. So you can basically read all of this. So basically it's going to filter out impurities if you click on that. Bioweapon defense mode, fan operates at the highest speed in addition to positive pressure inside the cabin, minimizes the amount of outside air that can leak into the vehicle. Alright, so that's pretty cool. So let's go back to the app. Then you have camp mode. So what camp mode is if you're outside camping, so this, you could use this as your tent, because what you could do is lower the seats in the back and you have plenty of space, and then you can actually buy a mattress that fits perfectly there. And with the camp mode, it's going to always keep the temperature cool so you can, you know, not get fried. Then you have dog mode. Now that's super cool, because dog mode, for those pet lovers, I'm not sure it's going to let you see it, but what basically pet mode does is keep the AC on if your little dog is in there. And what it basically says on the screen, I'm not sure you can see it from here, but it says, "My driver will be back soon. Don't worry, the AC is set to," and then it tells you the temperature. Right now it's at 70 degrees. So I can just turn dog mode off. There's also something else called cabin overheat protection. So what that means is that if the temperature were to exceed 105 degrees inside the car, the AC will turn it on and lower that temperature. So it says to please confirm to disable. Yes, I want to disable dog mode because I don't have a dog in the car right now. Alright, so let's go back. Another cool thing is location. So it's going to tell you the exact location of where you are. So this is live. So if, you know, my wife was driving, or I lent the car to somebody and they're driving it, it'll tell you exactly where they are, tell you all the roads, and it'll tell you their speed that they're traveling. So that's great if you let somebody borrow the car, or if, let's say, you're doing Turo and you know, or somebody unfortunately steals your car and you're trying to locate it. That's an option as well. Hopefully it doesn't happen. And then it also tells you nearby chargers in the event that you wanted to charge, how many are available, and how many stalls. Yep, right there. So it tells you all the information there, so you could browse through that as well. Alright, so now if we go back here, so now we go to schedule. So this is more if you're charging at home, because this is departure. So you would select the time you're departuring, you'd like to precondition the battery, and if you wanted to, you know, charge off-peak hours. So, you know, obviously you get charged different rates for charging at different times. So if you want to charge at night, you would pick here all week, all days, off-peak end time. You'd put the time you wanted to end, and the car would just charge. And then here you have based on the charge, and you can schedule when you want it to charge at, when to start charging. So that's another feature there. Then you have security. Now security to me is one of the coolest things of the app. So there's my phone, and you have Sentry mode. For those that don't know, Sentry mode is the cameras in the car stay on. It drains your battery, but it shows that if people are, you know, come to your car, you get alerts as you come back, and they record. It basically flashes the light and says you're being recorded, and it captures footage. But what we want to do is click enable Sentry mode first, and you can actually view live camera. So now, if you just wanted to check on your car, you could see that's the front camera, and if I walk in front of the camera, what do you know? There I am. Okay, and then you could do the same for the side camera, the other side, the rear, and the other side as well. Then you could honk the horn, you could flash. Now, this is a cool feature. Let's say that you want to mess with somebody, or you parked somewhere and people are getting too close, or kids or people are messing with your car. You could actually click this button here, and it almost does like a Darth Vader. So you click on that and you say, get away from the car, or whatever you want to say. Step away from the car. Move away. So see, it kind of deters people from messing around. Alright, so now if the live camera, you have valet mode. So valet mode is going to keep the car at very low speed, so that way they can't just wreck the car or drive it super fast. Then you also have speed limit mode. You click that, you put in your pin, and what it's going to do, it's going to limit the car to no more than 85 miles an hour. That would be the top speed. So I'm going to take Sentry mode off. Now, something to keep in mind, Sentry mode is great, but it does drain battery. So what I've noticed is about 10 hours, 12 hours of using Sentry mode, it took about 6 miles of range, let's say. But again, great feature. Turn it off. Yes. So, okay, we're turning it off. Now we're going to go back to charge stats. Now, cool thing about the charge stats is it shows you last 31 days. What you charge at home, what you charge at work, your supercharger, and other. So other would be like if you're charging, which is odd because I did charge at a house and it doesn't say house, so I don't know how it recognizes that. But it does tell you the supercharger. So you can click on the supercharger amount here and it tells you the amount that you spent. $15. And notice this is $36. The reason it's $36 is because Tesla recently increased the rates, and I'm making a separate video soon of the rates, the new rates. So usually this was on peak hours, so usually it would cost me half of that. But yeah, this cost $36. That was a bulk of that. But yeah, you could click on each one of these and tells you what you spent, how much energy consumed, and then it tells you the gas savings. So total spent and what the gas equivalent would be. If you actually click on this I, it kind of explains to you how they came up with that figure. Calculated by estimating cost difference. So you get the gist there. So it tells you your average cost per kilowatt. That's kind of high. And right now the supercharger off peak hours are 28 cents. And then you set charging costs. There's settings you can adjust. So we're almost done. Now another cool thing is you can do upgrades on here. So if you wanted to, let's say, buy enhanced autopilot, or if you wanted full self-driving, you would just click add and you would purchase them separately. Or you can also subscribe to full self-driving, which is $199 a month. So you have the options to do there. And then the last feature I wanted to show you guys, actually second to last, is the service. So the good thing about this is you can request service. So you click request service. So whatever your issue is, you would click on here and then somebody would reach out to you. When I first got the car, there was a panel that was scratched and damaged. So I clicked on here and I said that what was the issue was. I did interior, and you go through the prompts, it'll tell you what you need to do. And then somebody came over and fixed it. And I also had an issue with the rim, and I did the same thing where I curbed it. $900 for a rim. So make sure you don't curb those. They're very easy to curb. You have video guides, you have your history. So this video guides would teach you how it basically functions. Owner's manual. And then roadside. So if you have any issues with the car, you select the condition. Again, I apologize that this is so it doesn't. Sorry. So you select condition, and then down here you're gonna say what your issue is: flat tire, drivability concern, charging, other, and then you should get roadside assistance. So now we are at the end here. So if you look at the bottom, it tells you the VIN number of the car, it tells you the mileage, and it tells you your latest version. And then the last thing is your specs and warranty. So this tells you what your warranty is. So it tells you the specs. So this is the performance. It tells you what it comes with, as you see there. And then it comes with the warranty. So it tells you what your basic limited warranty is, 50,000 miles. your battery limited warranty 120,000 miles, and your drive unit 120,000 miles. Guys, I know it was a long video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. Take care.